Hello, my fellow members of Boston Sports Nation. Welcome to another edition of the Royal Rooters Podcast. This is episode 35, the February the 9th of 2026 episode. I'm your host, Tom O'Shea. All right. As once we say that we're going to be off, breaking news happens. Yeah. The morning after Super Bowl 60, after some of us are still down, Red Sox decided to lift up our spirits. They have finally decided to make a trade. Literally a week or so, or literally a few days before pitchers and catchers report, Red Sox have finally found potentially maybe their third baseman and maybe power bat. Isaac Paredes? No. But someone from the Milwaukee Brewers. A third baseman. Young dude. He just looks like he just made his rookie debut last year on April the 18th and came in third in the NL Rookie of the Year voting. Yep, that is correct. It is Caleb Durbin. The Red Sox acquired him this morning, along with a few other infielders, too. I hope I'm pronouncing these names right. But looks like he'll be our starting third baseman heading into 2026. Yeah, love that. All right, trying to see. Hold on. All right, let me roll it up. So yeah, I did put Casey Durbin on there. Yeah, I screwed that up. I tried looking him up on like, why can I not find Casey Durbin? And then I thought, oh, it's Caleb Durbin. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's a fuck up on my part. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Caleb Durbin. All right. Here we are. All right. So the Red Sox trade Caleb Durbin, or acquired Caleb Durbin. Andrew Mastertino. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. If we're not, we'll eventually figure it out. And Anthony Sigler. And also a combination or comp balance round B pick. All right, so we can trade picks, sort of, in a way. And in exchange, we have given up Kyle Harrison. Well, that's the last piece of that Devers deal that went bye-bye. All right. Shane Duran, and then infielder David Hamilton, which I think that's where we got Hamilton from, the Brewers. Yeah, because you remember it was that deal before we had the lockout and stuff like that. That was like right at the minute. We traded I think we acquired JBJ. Here we are. Yeah, we traded Hunter Renfroe for Jackie Bradley Jr., Alex Benelis, and then David Hamilton in return. So Hamilton's going back to Milwaukee. Yeah, the Harrison. Yeah, I thought, all right, well, everybody from that Devers deal is now gone now. Yes, and they haven't been here for almost a year, at least. I saw the poor connection thing. I just went, what? But yeah, so Caleb Durbin, welcome to the Red Sox, and it looks like he will be your starting third baseman. I'm kind of looking at his baseball savant page. I'm looking at his spray chart, looking at the home runs. They're like mostly around the Green Monster in a way. Like, just, give me that. Base running, he should be pretty good on the base pass too. Like, that dude can maybe run. Like, he can also hit, but he can also run too. So, all right, you gotta like that. All right. And looks like also, he looks like he's from Illinois. Huh. Looks like a Lake Forest kid. Okay, all right. Hmm. All right, another Red Sox or Illinois Red Sox player. Because yeah, you got Tanner Houck, who was from Collinsville, Illinois, and then yeah, you got Casey Durbin from Lake Forest, which Collinsville is basically kind of right next to St. Louis in a way. So it kind of shows on Houck's page, like it says he was born in St. Louis, but originally he grew up in Collinsville, which is like just right outside St. Louis in a way. So it's kind of like that town on Illinois that's kind of like just facing St. Louis. I mean, we went down there for a basketball game last winter for sectional stuff like that, and like as we're driving by, you can legit see St. Louis from on your right as you're driving by on the bus. I thought you could just see the gateway arches and stuff like that. So I thought, all right, yeah. So he was probably born in St. Louis, but he grew up in Collinsville. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, Caleb Durbin. Yeah, I went to school with a kid named Casey Durbin. Didn't play baseball though. Now he's more of a choir kid. Well, wasn't that wasn't bad. He was a pretty nice kid, but yeah, didn't play sports. Yes. All right. Yeah. Wonder what he's doing now. But anyway, so yeah, so pretty good stats for the most part. All right. Let's see. All right. Can you maybe give me his actual stats? So last year he had a 256 batting, which I mean, at the end of the day, I mean it's right above the Mendoza line, but still at the end of the day, it's still getting by. Slugging percent. I mean, some of the stuff. I mean, he does. Let's see. 18 stolen bases, okay, but I mean, 53. I mean, 114 hits, 25 doubles, 53 RBIs. I mean, kind of like to see that. I mean, power. I mean, and I think that was kind of the reason we acquired him. And what I've been hearing too, sounds like a pretty good trade. It strengthens. What I heard, it like strengthens our um lineup and stuff like that. It gives us more depth. I felt like okay, so this sounds like a pretty good trade. Like, would I love to have had Isaac Paredes? Yes, but at the same time too, this will do. This will be a pretty good trade. I feel like we won this trade for the most part. All right. Looks like Nesson. I want to see. So it looks like they dropped like what our starting lineup would now look like now since we now acquired yeah, Caleb Durbin. All right, can I see what our lineup might look like? It doesn't want to show me this. All right, so there was a lineup kind of showing like all right, well, all right. Well, we did have a lineup. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, so while I try looking for this lineup and try like Reds. All right. So while I try looking for this, so the morning after, so the Super Bowl, I mean, was okay. Um, although I kind of did find out some things about is some of our Patriots. So apparently, two of them are from Illinois. What I heard, what I saw. Nope. Sorry about that. Well, we might get flagged for that. All right. All right. Well, I tried finding this lineup. That's so dumb. But anyway, we had a lineup looking like what our depth might look like for the roster and stuff like that. It looks like yeah, Casey Durbin will be your third baseman. But yeah. But anyway, back to Patriots thing. So we had like two guys that were on the roster and from Illinois. It looks like we had Vidarian Lowe from Auburn. and then Robert Spillane from Fenwick High School. So yeah, so pretty nice. Yeah, it's kind of neat. Illinois represent at least for the Boston sports teams and their championships, like the Super Bowl. So great to see this Casey or Caleb Durbin trade. Man. By the way, yeah, screw up on live feed. So apparently I put Caleb or Casey instead of Caleb. Yeah, just yeah. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, very good trade. I like this trade for the most part. I mean, yeah, kind of excited to see what he can do for us. And I'm wondering what the other two infielders might be. Could they stay longer? Could they be playing in AAA? Could they be on the roster, or could we use them for another trade? We don't know yet. But for now, we pretty much got our third baseman and maybe power back too. I'm kind of excited to see it. And if this is it for the offseason, I mean, might be it. We might be doing another trade. I don't know. But the one thing I feel like we might need is maybe another arm in the arm in the bullpen. That's just my thing, but who knows? Maybe somebody from AAA or whoever, or even some of the arms that we got, some of the other extra arms that we have, like starting pitching wise, could be that dude coming out of the pen. Who knows? We'll find out. Yeah. But now I'm just excited to kind of see this happen finally. After what happened last night with Super Bowl 60, Craig Breslow say, "Hold on, guys, I got you taken care of. All right, let's make a trade." Yeah. And this trade kind of lifted up my spirits for the most part. I was kind of down this morning, and a little bit from the game, and a little bit just life in general, and just this trade kind of just made me feel a little bit, all right, there's some hope in the world. Yeah. All right. So Jayson Tatum, one more thing, and then we're just going to call it a night, and maybe we might record on Wednesday because that's when the Celtics right now, who are still playing right now, are going to get back into playing against the Bulls. We already talked about that in last night's episode, but yeah. So Celtics related news, it looks like Jayson Tatum might be his return looks like it might be sooner than we thought it's going to be. So it looks like it's getting one step closer to returning. It looks like he's practicing with the Celtics G League team or their AAA team, if you want to call it that. The main Red Claws Red Claws up north. So yeah, all right. So he's participating in some of these full practices of stuff like that. So okay, all right, some work in. So maybe yeah, if he does come back this year, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling excited. Maybe our chances of an NBA title this year might be good. But I'm not counting my chickens just yet. I'm just saying it just makes it kind of what I'm kind of hearing about this too, the Vucevic trade and maybe Tatum coming back. Watch out, guys. Celtics might not be done just yet. But we're going to call this a night. Yeah, thank you for listening, and may record tomorrow. You might just have to wait until Wednesday night when we recap Celtics and Bulls. All right, and it looks like that will be the last game before the All-Star break. I just realized like, oh, the Celtics only play once this week. We only have like legit one game. Boston Sports play, and then I found out something. Oh, the All-Star weekend is next or this weekend. Huh. All right. Well, I wonder, are any other Celtics going? All right. Well, we do have a few minutes, or one more minute. I could just look up real quick. I think it's just Jalen right now. I don't think anybody else got announced. And if so, apologies for that. I did not mean to just. Well, we do have one dude taking part in skills challenge. Ron Harper Jr. Okay. All right. Well, congrats to that. Hold on. Sorry about that. I have a phone in my hands. I'm trying to clap. All right. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other announcements. I think the only person who got announced is Jaylen Brown right now. I don't see anybody else getting announced. So he might be our only NBA All Star. And it looks like this year it's now the new format. Now it's now going to be USA versus the world. Huh. That will be interesting. Wonder what side Jaylen Brown will be. It'd be interesting. Love it how the NBA likes to tinker with the All Star game. Make it a little fun. I can't really hate on that. But anyway, yeah. All right. So, if nothing else, we'll jump back on Wednesday night to record recaps Celtics and Bulls. Last one before the All Star break. All right. See you guys Wednesday night, maybe. Banyana.